Yo guys, and welcome back to the West Ham United career mode here on EAFC 24, FC 24, whatever it is, however you call it. Well, we're on deadline day as you can see, and I don't think there's a great deal of signings that we need to make in terms of improving the squad. Obviously there's signings we could make, and we will do. We'll have a look through until January to make some definite decisions on certain players. There's players that I want on there. That's actually an offer I could legitimately entertain. And for 17 million, maybe even 20 million, that's a great deal. I'm going to keep him for now, and then we'll revisit any potential sales in terms of players like Socek in January. Aged as well as a player I'm probably not going to look to get rid of because he's quite a useful asset, especially on this game. So yeah. Zielinski making a move. Lazio signing, looking to get Conor Bradley as well. Interesting, but yeah. What is this for? Bowen. Man City wanting Jared Bowen. Coincidentally, a team that we are playing in this episode, Manchester City. Yeah, not looking forward to that one in the slightest because it's City. So yeah, no business for us on deadline day, no ins or outs. But we do start the episode off with a fixture here against Luton Town. We're not going to play it, going to simulate it. Can we keep our 100% streak? No. We've lost to 10 men Luton Town away. Ward-Prowse and Bowen getting the goals. Woodrow getting 2 goals is disgraceful from us. But that's our first dropped points of the season. Not particularly good when you bear in mind that we are looking for... Well, it's early days of the season. We don't know what we're really wanting. So yeah, bit embarrassing though to lose like that though. Oh. But we will skim forward to the Man City game. We'll sort out all the fitness issues and things like that just before we get into it as well. Right, nothing eventful happened in between the Man City game and between the Luton game and the Man City game. Obviously, we had an international break in between that. But yeah, well, basically the rundown of this episode is going to be that we're going to play the Man City game. Probably going to play the Europa game against Vizela. I know it's not a team that we actually played in Europe. I don't think they can actually get Olympiacos. Genuinely couldn't remember the name of the team that we played from. I think it was a Serbian team. Couldn't remember the name. It's really bugging me. But obviously Freiburg are the only team that we can actually play from the group. They get them pretty spot on. And just like real life, we did actually get Arsenal in the League Cup in the second round, or the third round, whatever way you want to look at it from a perspective of a Premier League team or something like that. Yeah, probably gonna. There's some big games here. There's juicy fixtures. I'm not too bothered about the Carabao Cup at the minute though, but it's annoying that we get Arsenal straight away. It makes sense, but yeah, we are probably gonna play City, Vizela, and Liverpool. And then I might skip these two, might simulate them. But speaking of Manchester City, we have got to play these guys. They're obviously one of the best teams in the league. Playing O'Reilly is a bit of an odd one for me. Haaland suspended is a huge win for me though. They've won each of their last 5 games, which is fantastic, obviously. They lie in first place in the Premier League. So naturally, West Ham, Man City, always a bit of a one-way ticket with Man City though, isn't it? So we're going to hopefully try and get 3 points here, or at least minimise the damage and try and get a point per. Yeah, I'm not too worried, but we will obviously see how that goes. So yeah, see you in the game. Here's Kudus now, he's got Gaia. We've fed in Paquetá, and Paquetá's going to smack it in. And Lucas Paquetá thumps us in front of Manchester City, the champions, find themselves behind here. That's lovely play though. We won it back nicely. And he just broke from there. Kudus is always very, very good on those swift counter-attacks. Finds Boney, plays it one more. Paquetá, not got a lot on. Goes for the near post, goes for the Trivella, finds the back of the net, and gives us an early lead. Wonderful football, though, I have to say, from myself. And a top-quality finish from our Brazilian Magnifico. Tried to slip in Jared Bowen. So although Phillips will win that back. Oh, and Foden's in and Foden scored. That's super frustrating. Phil Foden grabs the equaliser for Man City. That's just really lovely play in the end from them. Really little intricate passing. Was able to turn. That's just wonderful football. There's nothing you can do about that. Areola got no chance, and Phil Foden slaps home. But probably not his first goal of the season, but his first against us at least. Emerson, that's brilliant footwork. We found Smith Rowe. That's brilliant play. Smith Rowe in for us here, and he's missed a. Oh, every time the chance falls his way, he just doesn't find it. Paquetá. Oh, he's found Kudus. That's brilliant footwork. Probably should have gone for a better shot there. Ederson makes the save, but that was wonderful football. Smith Rowe's corner though. Can he find Edson Alvarez? He can. And Edson Alvarez, a threat from set pieces. I actually think he is the top scorer for us this season. He just gets in there from every corner. He's always at the front post. It's just a case of finding him, and he'll do the rest for you. He's restored our lead. That is a fantastic delivery from Smith Rowe. He can't find the finishes just yet, Smith Rowe, but he's certainly finding assists for fun for us. It's a lovely header from Edson Alvarez, just to give us the lead again. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Pep's fuming. Kudus is gone. He pointed for it. Smith Rowe can find Emerson, and Emerson's drilled it in for free. The unlikely goal scorer of Emerson Palmieri. He does love getting forward a bit in real life, Emerson, but that's a lovely sweeping move again. And now I'm starting to feel like the difficulty is far too low and I should whack it up to ultimate. That's a lovely play again. Emerson keeps himself inside. They play it. He's busy marking Kudus, but Emerson, with his first goal of the season, smashes home to give us a 2-goal advantage here. Zuma does well. Can he get past here? He can, or to an extent he can. That's lovely. Finds Kudus. Kudus is going to have the beating of him here. Finds Bowen. That's a brilliant save. Paquetá. Oh, Paquetá's brilliant, and he's gone for it, and Ederson makes the save again, creating a lot of chances. Smith Rowe's corner again, just looking for Edson Alvarez. Can we find him again? Oh, we did. Oh. And we've taken him out really badly, and Zuma's picking up a booking for that. I'm not surprised. That was not a particularly good challenge, but it stops Man City a little bit. It does, however, present an opportunity to one Kevin De Bruyne from a set piece here, which I'm not looking forward to because the AI normally slap these straight into the top corner. Oh, and he's lofted it in. Oh, it's safe, but it's not. I was expecting a shot from De Bruyne's free kick, but he's whipped it into Ruben Diaz, and Areola's fumbled it in, and City are right back in this game. They've got a lot of the ball, and now they're a goal back, so it's a lovely little dinked ball in. Areola's got to do better there. He gets enough on it. He gets a lot on it, but just loops it up. There was no way Phillips was ever winning that header. That's really poor from the goalkeeper, though. Shouldn't be conceding from that. And now it's 3-2 and City are back in the game. Oh, and here comes City. Here's Berardi looking for Julian Alvarez. Won't tackle him again. And Alvarez, and that's a fantastic save from Ariela. That's much better from our goalkeeper. Oh, Zuma's pass is almost intercepted. Oh, and Kudus has slipped Bowen, and that's fantastic ball. And Bowen goes for the dink over Edison, and he finds the goal. That is going to seal the 3 points, you'd think, for us here. That's a brilliant finish. It's a lovely ball from Mohamed Kudus to find Jared Bowen in the first place, and then Bowen has to do all the work. Gets the better run of Ruben Diaz there, and just lofts it over the goalkeeper. That's a brilliant goal. And we've had to work for these points, but we are making the most of it. Jared Bowen with the pick of the bunch, really, for the goals. Edison absolutely greeted and finds a brilliant goal. Final few moments here of the game. City just passing it around. They're not really going forwards, even though they're 2 goals down. You never know. They might, if they'd have gone forward, they might have actually got something out of the game. I think we just caught them on the counter for that 4th goal, and they were pressing for a third. But this is what I mean. They've just passed it around so nicely. And Alvarez has gone for it. He's not quite found the net. Areola has actually had a reasonable game, given the fact that he's let in an absolute hooner with that Ruben Diaz goal. They're going to try and get us away, not quite able to. City still looking to pick up a scrap, get something out of the game, but not to be for Manchester City. We have taken 3 points in a thrilling 6-goal thriller. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say. A brilliant game of football, fantastic for a neutral point of view. City had so much of the ball for the majority of that game, but we were clinical and they weren't. Areola, despite making a mistake, going to hold us head up high. Goal score. Just a good game, actually, all round. And an unexpected result. I was expecting City to be a lot more deadly than they were. And, you know, a little bit better. But they didn't have it. This is what I mean. They had 60% of the ball, made almost double the passes we had. But the only stat that counts is the scoreboard. So, yeah, we'll take a 4-2 victory there. Over top of the league as well. It's a huge win. If it shakes the title up, yeah, now we're just going to have to sort everything out for the European game. And I think Calvin Phillips is at his technical peak. Oh, what a shock. Yeah. Actually had a very good game. I did promote the youth player. I've immediately sent him on put him on the loan list just in case. But yeah, let's hope that we can get a reasonable result in our next fixture. Our first European game as well, against Vizela. So we'll probably chop and change the side a little bit for that. Right, so let's get into our first Europa game. I've changed the side a bit. They actually don't have any last 5 match things, because I think that goes off of the European side of things. So no idea. A team that we probably should be beating, even with the changes we've made. We've obviously kept certain players in the squad. We've kept Kudus in, we've kept Emerson, and we've kept Aged in, but they're the only 3 players that have retained their starting 11 spot for this game. I'm giving a first team debut to I really want to say it's QPS, something like that. But we're giving some actual game time to some of the fringe players, which is what this competition's all about, really. So yeah, let's get into our first Europa League fixture of the campaign. Hopefully it's a banger, because this is a team that, again, we should beat quite convincingly. Given that everything goes correctly, of course, because this game is, of course, not... I don't want to say it's predictable, because it isn't, but it's at the same time, it's a little bit predictable. But yeah, here we go. Aged's won that very well. Now we're going to have to go. Oh, Antonio's first touch lets him down, but the finish is fantastic. Antonio's first touch was absolutely atrocious, but the finish is stonking from the Jamaican. That's a brilliant goal from the veteran striker. We could have played Danny Ings there. But no, I thought I'll give Antonio a game. I always sell Antonio at the start of career modes. I didn't want to do that again this time. The first touch just took him 3 streets and a fucking train journey away from where he wanted to be, but it worked in the end. Almost got fouled in the process and just absolutely rifles it into the back of the net. And that is a perfect start for us. Let's go. Willie Nonto. Oh, looks to curl it in. That would have been a lovely goal. That's just flash wide from the Italian. Doesn't get enough purchase on the shot to get it curling in, but that's a really good sign of things to come from him. Give it to the man on a mission. Kudus slips Antonio in. Antonio's going to need some support though. Gets that in the form of Kupias. Kudus. Oh, that's a fantastic stop by the Vizela goalkeeper. That's a lovely strike from Kudus. Nonto. Tremendous strength from Wilfred Nonto. And Antonio takes the snapshot and forces another save from this goalkeeper. And Kraus will get yet another go from a set piece here. Can he find Antonio this time? And that's a really good delivery, but not a good enough header from Michael Antonio on this occasion. I feel that's going to be the only way we really get any chances at the minute, because his touch is letting him down. That header's letting him down. And they are proven to be a little bit tasty on the counter-attack here, Vizela. Very difficult team to break down, given that... Oh, that's going to be a penalty. And of course it is. That's silly from me. Went in there thinking that Mavropanos was going to be able to win the ball, but he just couldn't. Yeah, takes the leg before he gets the ball. And they're going to get their first shot on goal here, and it's going to be a penalty. Captain v captain. Which skipper's going to come out on top? And it is Fabianski that comes out on top from the penalty. Brilliant. Really piss poor penalty. Getting away with one a bit there. And Nonto finds Antonio. Oh, and Antonio forces a great save out the keeper this time again. He's had a fantastic game. Akatar finds Jared Bowen. Bowen could make it 2 here. And does make it 2. Seals the win for us here in our Europa League group stage fixture. We've worked really hard for that second goal. Keeper's been fantastic, but Jared Bowen off the bench, it's a really good effect. In fact, the substitutes linking up for great effect. I wanted to try and square that to Nonto, but he just didn't have the ability to get forward there. But that's a fantastic goal from Jared Bowen, and should seal a pretty good 3 points for us here. We've earned these 3 points, we deserved them. Absolutely fumbled a hilariously easy chance, but that is going to do. Should have made it 3, but that is going to do 2-0 on the dot in our first European game of the season. A solid win for a pretty much second string side, and we've earned those points. We dominated the game. Antonio had a plethora of chances, couldn't find the back of the net. He couldn't find a touch in that first half, but that will do nicely for our first Europa League game. We only limited them to 1 shot, I believe, but that was a penalty, which Fabianski saved, to be fair to him. Yeah, we've absolutely battered them. Fabianski, you know it's bad when your keepers get a man of the match from 1 shot against you. Yeah, their keeper was fantastic, in fairness. It's Fabian Buntic. It says he's played a 5.6, right, but he was fan dubidoso. So, yeah, we say that to start with. In Europe, that's not a bad way to go about things. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Now we've got Liverpool away, which is just class. It's definitely what you want in a game like in a season like this. Tough start. Right, let's get into Liverpool away. Obviously, they're going to be one of the tougher teams we're going to play all season. Unbeaten in their last 5. Hakimi there as well. Wow, what a signing! So, I mean, I'm not sure where Van Dijk's gone. According to this game, he's just not here, unless he's suspended or injured or whatever. But that's fairly, it's a slow backline. Oh, I'd say a slow backline, aside from like Robertson and Hakimi. Matip isn't exactly the fastest man on the planet. Endo as well. I mean, if that's the lineup they go with, then I've got no real issues with that. But that's weird that there's no Van Dijk. Oh well, so that's just the way it is, I suppose. Team's growing nicely, I think. It's obviously going to be a tough test here. Anfield's not an easy place to go. Edson Alvarez, as it says there, the Premier League top scorer. He's actually level on 5 goals with Gabriel Martinelli, but he's done it. He's got 5 and 5, and Martinelli's got 5 and 6. But yeah, here we go. Liverpool away. We're gonna try for it. Salah. Gotta be careful about Salah. Hakimi back in the box. He's lofted it over for Diaz, and it's off the post or off the bar even. Try and deal with this. Oh, Nunes is in. Oh, it's saved. Oh, it's back to Diaz. Oh my God, how poor was that from me? That's a brilliant finish from Luis Diaz, but just couldn't get the ball away. I say me. Press cleared and it's fallen straight to Diaz and just couldn't get anywhere near it. It was Areola can't really do much about anything because he's actually done reasonably well. Zoom just sort of steps away. That's a fantastic volley though from Luis Diaz. That's the angle for it. And that's 1-0 early doors. Oh, Bowen just almost nicked it off of Quanta. Oh, he has nicked it off of Quanta. Jared Bowen, this could be the equaliser, has to be the equaliser. And it is the equaliser. Right, some parity restored. That's a slight bit of fortune for Jared Bowen, but he almost nicked it off of Quanta and then did take it off of him. But we do get the equaliser, we get the breakaway off of that, off the winning possession, off of the young centre-back. That's the difference when they're playing 63 rated centre-backs. They're prone to making mistakes like that. But Jared Bowen doesn't make any mistakes with the finish. And that is a composed finish at the top end to level it up. Klopp's fuming about that. Salah. At least we're not getting 9-0'd like we did in last year's career mode. That's not a million miles away from Ryan Gravenberch, a player that we did have on last year's game. Not what he wanted to do. Kufan will be the beneficiary of that. And now Kudus has gone. And Kudus has got the burners. It's Kwanzaa to beat. Now it's Alisson to beat. And that's a brilliant stop by Alisson. Needed to make that. Smith Rowe hasn't got a lot on. He's going to have to do a great deal to beat Hakimi here. Oh, it's Kudus. And that's 2-1. Lovely football in and around the penalty area. And Mohamed Kudus absolutely smashes the ball in, sorry. And that is a brilliant goal. Smith Rowe did fantastically to get the ball past Hakimi there. A little bit of a scoop fake, I think. And just a couple of passes. Worked the angle. Not sure how it's changed direction like that, but we don't. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's happened, but fair enough. Kudus with another goal. Absolutely brilliant. And we've taken the lead. Paquetá now. Paquetá in for a third. Oh, and we've really messed that chance up. Or I've messed that chance up. Oh, and Paquetá's been played in again. Paquetá this time, surely. Yes. Rolls it in. And we do take a 2-goal lead at Anfield. Wasn't sure about Paquetá after that last chance that he missed, but that was a composed roll into the bottom corner. And the Liverpool crowd boo. Not surprised really, given how poor they've been. Liverpool haven't offered a great deal going forwards. Our only goal has come from a defensive error from me not being able to clear the ball properly. Is Nunez. Goes down looking for a penalty. And it's going to be 3-2. Curtis Jones, again, couldn't get the ball clear. I wouldn't celebrate like that, mate. You still got another goal to get. But, yeah, just couldn't get the ball away. And really poor from me again. They had about 4 players in the penalty area. They're still looking for everything. Zuma just passes it straight to him and, yeah. Less than ideal goal to concede, because that is really poor from me. It's another error that's led to a goal. They've had nothing other than 2 mistakes from me. That's Alvarez. Don't enough. Nonso now. To get on, not a lot. Bowen is the option though. Well, that's a lovely ball to find Wilfred Nonso. And there it is. Wilfred Nonso makes it 4 and gets his first West Ham goal. And that's a fantastic bit of football. Only been on the pitch a couple of minutes here, Wilfred Nonso. But that is a lovely bit of play from him and Bowen. Just beautiful touch as well past Sponsor. And he makes no mistake with the finish. And he's got his first goal for the club in some style here. And we've restored our 2-goal lead, shall I say. Zuma. Oh, another chance, a big chance, come out of absolutely nowhere for, I think it was Oyarzabal, but big save from Areola. And there it is, full time at Anfield. We've won 4-2. Another big win for us. And I'm starting to question whether it's a bit too easy at the minute. So we've got sliders to make it slightly playable against the AI, but I'm considering bumping the difficulty up because that was a little bit too easy. Nonso off the bench to great effect though. And actually, to be fair, I'm only saying like about making it more difficult because Liverpool didn't really offer a great deal aside from the 2 gifted goals that I gave them. But yeah, I don't know. Reasonably too easy, but at the end of the day, what can you do? Actually, I know what I could bump the difficulty up to ultimate, or I could adjust the sliders maybe. Oh, fair enough. It's just I didn't think he was that upset, but yeah. Tell you what, we'll bump it up to ultimate. I think that'll do. I don't remember ever talking to him about his contract. Didn't ever talk to him about his contract, but fair enough. That's literally the weirdest thing in the game. Yeah, that'll do for this episode, I think. I did say I might simulate this, and I think that still stands, really. Because as much as I want to play this game, I don't. So I'm actually going to make wholesale changes to the lineup in the Carabao Cup fixture, because I don't really. I know it's like, why don't you care? I care enough, but not enough at the minute for this to be the priority. So we're going to simulate Arsenal away in the cup. So we're probably going to go out. Well, that's the expectation I have, is that we're going to go out. We've lost on pens, to be fair, so we almost went through, but a 0-0 draw, 6-5 on penalties. Could have gone better, but I suppose we could have got hammered 6-0, so always a positive for next game against Sheffield United. AZ Alkmaar have agreed short-term loan offer for QPS. I still think it's called QPS. Brentford have come in with 3 million for Creswell. I think that's more than fair for a 33-year-old. So yeah, hopefully that's all fine. Norwich have also accepted for a 2-year loan, so it depends where the young lad wants to go. 3.1 million. See, now I'm hoping that he goes to Brighton. But yeah, I think that'll do. I think I'll simulate the game against Denmark giving me that. Fair enough. I think I'll simulate this, and we'll go from there, really. Oh, yeah, I forget that Bowen isn't actually a striker. Yeah. Everyone that's played off the bench or has got horrific stamina. Absolutely horrendous stamina. Yeah, that's not great, but doesn't fill you with confidence when your substitutes are absolutely hooning off the bench. Yeah, we'll simulate the game against Sheffield United. Hope. Oh, we draw 3-3. What a game! McBurney, always fucking McBurney, isn't it? Bowen, Kudus, and Phillips getting the goals for us. McBurney getting a brace. It's always McBurney. That's a draw. I mean, it's keeping our objective for going 5 games unbeaten and home in a row quite good, which isn't too bad, I suppose. But yeah, now we have to sort of work out what we're going to be doing. They are all on a fitness plan. Okay, fair enough. So we'll go into this. Oh no, Suchek's at his absolute peak. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, next episode. We're in what, November now? October, November, I think. Or in October, yeah. So we're gonna have a couple of big games. Villa obviously been a big game. Newcastle being a big game. I think Freiburg are probably the hardest team in there at the minute as well. So yeah, that will be the next episode though. It's not something I want to worry about quite at the minute. Yeah, if you enjoyed the episode, drop a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.